Greetings and welcome to week 6. We only have 3 weeks left together, 6, 7, and 8, if you can believe it. So the focus of week 6 is the global community. There are a few more tasks this week. I kind of had to take 2 weeks from previous semesters and combine them. I removed some, but it might seem like a little bit more. I think the time is about the same. They're just more tasks. All right, so week 6, you're going to do the reading. This should be familiar and routine to you now. I'm really impressed with the discussions last week about history and current events. You're going to do a cultural learning experience, and you have 2 weeks for this assignment. Then you're going to listen to a book that teaches empathy and post on Slack. And then there are geography resources that you're going to review, and then do a lesson sketch. All right, so meet with your group between Thursday and Sunday. For week 6 is part of chapter 13 and part of chapter 2 and part of chapter 10. So there's a couple different questions because we're covering 2 topics in 1 week, but this is only 6 pages. This is a longer, but this is only 4 pages. So it's less, it looks like more chapters, but it's less pages than previous weeks. Learning experience, you are going to go out into your community, and this is an assignment that is completed for all students taking 385. And so it's designed to give you a different experience than what you're used to. You have 2 weeks to do this, but you should organize what you're going to do as soon as possible so that you do have time to complete it. A lot of students go to churches or family events or restaurants that are very different culturally than what they are accustomed to in their own family, a different grocery store. So there are a lot of options, but those tend to be the most common experiences that students have are those ones. So grocery store, restaurant, family event, or a church service. So you're going to, once you've gone, you're going to write this. It's about 3/4 to a page, I would say, on average in length. This is not a multi-page assignment. The task is to listen to one of the books that teach empathy. Just for the sake of time and you guys having access to books, I've posted YouTube videos of these books being read. But if you have a hard copy, you can read that. And then you're going to post to Slack. There's a special channel called #empathy, which I've put everyone in already. So your original post should be by Thursday, and then comment on 2 classmates' posts by Sunday. So here's the folder that has books that teach empathy. And this is the assignment. So the original post is, this says Friday. So Friday's fine. And then Sunday is the reflection. And so all of these books are good children's books to teach empathy. But if you know another book that you feel like teaches empathy, you're welcome to share that one as well. And again, for the sake of time is why I've posted the YouTube videos, because it would be hard for everyone to go out and find these books. Task is geography resources investigation and a lesson sketch. So those 2 go together. Are the resources here that will help you with the lesson sketch. So in the lesson sketch, you're going to create a lesson that focuses on the global community, geography, or culture. And so you can Google those, or you can look in these resources here that I've already shared with you. So there's a couple of different lists of different geography resources which you can use, or you can find one of your own. Please do not use Teachers Pay Teachers. That is considered plagiarism. Then you're going to click on this link. This is the Google Doc for the lesson sketch. Before I take you there, though, there are 2 exemplars. Make sure you look at the exemplars. A couple of people over the last couple of weeks have gotten less than an A, and one of the comments I always put is, if you had looked at the exemplars, you would have known better the details that needed to be included in this assignment. So please do take the time. It takes 5 minutes to look at the exemplars. Please take the time to do that. So let's look at the lesson sketch, and this is based on the full lesson of the Educational Studies department. So if this is not your first class in Educational Studies, this should look really familiar because all of the classes use the same lesson template. I'm going to have you just focus on the grade level, what's the content standard, and then what are you planning on teaching. So this, when I was in teacher school, it was the into, through, and beyond. So what's your introduction? What are you doing to teach your lesson? And what's your beyond? It's a little different now, but this one's activating the background knowledge. This is how you set up your lesson. And then this is the input is the actual lesson, the delivery of content. And then the closure is the extension. And so here you'll put the strategy that is setting up your lesson. What's your hook? What are you going to get students interested in this assignment doing? Sometimes, it's an experiment, or it's a book that you read, or it's a video you show, or it's a question that you pose to them, or a drawing. What's the introduction to what you're planning on teaching? And then why did you choose that? Then here, instructional input is the lesson itself. How are you going to teach that standard specifically? And why did you plan to teach that? And then the closure is what comes at the end. It could be an assessment. It could be a performance. It could be a presentation. It could be a reflection. It could be a field trip. You're operating in the land of make-believe. So you can take your kids on a field trip for every lesson as far as I'm concerned, because you don't actually have to deal with budgets or, going on field trips. So you could say that that's your closure, is a field trip. And then why did you choose it? So again, this is how you set up your lesson. This is the actual lesson where you're doing the teaching. And then this is the closure, the beyond, what happens at the end of the lesson. How do you know that students have learned the standard that you set? All right, and that's all for week 6. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy this first week of fall. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or send me a message on Slack. All right, take care, guys. Bye.